Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing part 2 of this folio journal. So this was all part 1 that we finished. So I show you guys how to do that. Today we're going to do part 2, which is going to be the journal that's going to go onto the spine. So we're going to work on that. So for my journal, I picked out a couple of pages that I'm going to be using. This is going to be the cover. This is going to be, I don't know, at somewhere on the inside. We'll probably have to do some inking because this is gray and most of my journal is like the brown. So we'll probably ink this like brown. But I'm going to cut this down to 7 3/4. It's going to be the height of all the pages in my journal. So 7 3/4, and then I'm gonna be doing this by 10 inches. Or actually, we're probably gonna do a little less than 10 inches. So let's do 9 7/8. That's what I'm gonna cut this at. And then we're gonna be folding all of our pages. So just like that. And obviously I will put something on the inside as well. So I'm just going to be grabbing a bunch of pages. I know I want to use all of my double-sided pages that I printed. So I'm going to cut all of these down so that there's no white on them. And then I'm going to include them in my journal. And if these end up a little bit shorter, I mean, it's gonna have to be okay. So I'm gonna fold this where this kind of crease line is on the paper. And we know it's gonna be a little bit shorter than the 5 inches, so I think like that. Okay, and then it's gonna have to be by 7 3/4. So let me cut off a little bit from the top here because I do see some white. And then 7 3/4. Okay, so I have all of these pages so far. These are all gonna go in here. So let's see which one I want to start off with. I think I want to start off with this one.
Hold me close till I get up.
Okay, so now I gotta add in some other things in here as well. I'm probably gonna add in some other patterned pages as well, and some doilies and things like that. So let me go find some of those things. Okay, I got a couple of more pages. So again, my height is going to be 7 3/4. So I'm just going to cut that down to the height. So I got this page and I got this page. I know I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this and fold it. It doesn't have to be the same exact height as all of the pages. So this one, if we fold it like so, let's see where we could put this one in. Okay. So it's a little shorter, and that's totally fine. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. And then here, we just gotta fold it so that it doesn't hang over the edge. And I'm probably just gonna fold it a little bit more like so. Okay, so that's gonna be a nice little flip out here. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one, but we'll do a flip out on this side. So lift this side, let's fold it to approximately like the 5-inch mark. And then this one will fold over to here. Okay, so far we got this and then this. I'm just gonna make sure to crease this down a little better. So we got that and this opens. You've got another page. And this flips open. All right, looking good so far. Okay, I'm gonna get some other elements to add in here also. Okay, so I grabbed a couple of things. I've got a doily that I'm gonna fold in half, and we will find a place for that in a second. I've got this vellum piece, which I'm gonna fold this in half. This is really cool because it's like textured on the one side. It feels really cool. So there's that. I've got some book pages, which I'm just gonna do some more ripping on because I don't want one straight side. And I'm just gonna rip top and bottom too while I'm at it. And I'm just ripping out pages from a book that I've had sitting in my stash that I never read. Never got a chance to read. My mom got it from like a family friend. I thought I'd read it one day. Never did, so we are just taking it apart now. I don't even know what it's about, so. All right, so I'm just gonna fold these in half. Okay, I got a glassine bag, and with this one, I'm just gonna cut off a piece here. Okay, then I'm going to cut this way, cut a couple of triangles, and hope that they match up. And then I'm gonna fold one back and just cut off that one of the folded back pieces, just to kind of make another flap like on the other side. So now when I fold these in half, I'll have like two little tuck spots, so I could tuck something in here, and then when we get to this page, I'll be able to tuck something in here as well. Okay, so we'll put that in there. I've got this ledger paper, so we'll throw that in there too. And then I've got this other vellum sheet, which I'll cut down to 7 3/4 by a little less than 10, so 9 7/8. And then I'll fold this in half too. Okay, so I think we're filling up our book quite a bit here. I don't want to make it too chunky, but we're definitely going to add in these pages. So I want the vellum piece on the front. I love adding that here. So that's going to be that front page. Then we've got this page. That's fine. We've got this. Let's add a book page in here. Got this. I'll probably add, nope. Let's add I'm probably going to ink the edges of that because it's a little too white over there. All right, that chunked up well. Okay, on the backs of these pages, I'm gonna have to do something. So I'll probably go through my printed papers and I'll probably add some like tea designs to the backs of these. And I'm gonna be stitching on these pages as well. But this is what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna do all the other prep work. I'll be back to show you guys how to bind this all together. Okay guys, I'm back. I didn't do any stitching yet. I just wanted to show you guys. So I went through more of my digital papers and I backed them on any of like the white pages I had. So this was like a 12 by 12 patterned paper from a paper pad, and then the back side was white. So I just went through and added in any pages, and then you could see in between these where it would have been white, because all I did was cut them down. Where it would be white, I just went in with some ink and I inked up the edges so there's like no white showing. With that one page, like that ledger paper, I think I'm just gonna leave that one white. But yeah, I did go through all of this and I added in all the other pages. Where is that ledger paper? Can't even find it. There we go. That I think I might just leave white. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go do some stitching on here, and then I'll be back to do the binding with you guys. Alright guys, so I have my stitching done. I only stitched on like the patterned paper pages, so I did that. Next thing you're gonna do is put some binder clips on this. You don't want it completely flat, because if you have it flat, your pages are gonna end up looking like that. You want it kind of on a V so that your pages all line up here. Okay, so what you're gonna do is gonna take an awl or some kind of like pokey tool, and you're gonna puncture your first hole like through the center, and you could totally measure this if you'd like. I will not be measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing. But yeah, you're gonna puncture through all through the pages, and it might take some time, but you should be coming out through the center. You guys see my hole? So that's your first hole. I'm gonna do I was gonna do 5 holes. Actually, I'm still gonna do 5 holes. So I'll do another one up here. Okay, it's my second hole. I'm gonna do a third one in between those two. Okay, still coming out. Then I'm gonna do 2 more. So I'll come down here and I'm gonna do 1 more. So 5 holes. I've only ever done 3 before, but we're doing 5 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I don't know how much wax thread I need, and I'll have this link down below. It's the wax thread that I use. Normally I do 3 times the length, but because I have 5 holes this time and we're going to be doing more stitching, I'm going to do 5 times the length, because 3 times the length with 3 holes usually. I'm going to do 5 times the length, and that may be too much. I don't know, but I'm going to be safe rather than sorry. So then you're going to take your wax thread. You're going to thread it through a needle here. Okay, and you're going to have some overhang left over. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out through that center hole. And you want some left over, so I'm going to have a little hanging piece like that left. I'm just going to hold it with my thumb while I go in through out through the next hole. Okay, so out through the next hole. Okay. Oh, well, I guess in through the next hole, because we went out, then in, then out again through that top one. Okay. And then you're going to go back in through that next one. So back in through this one right here. Okay. And you're just going to go back out the middle now. And it helps a lot if you do the binder clips, so I definitely recommend you guys do the binder clips. It helps to keep your holes in place. And I just need to make mine a little tighter. So I'm going to pull all my strings. Okay, just a little tighter. Okay, so you're just going out and in. So now I'm back through the middle. I'm going to go in through that 4th hole. Okay. Okay, back out the 5th hole. Okay, back in through the 4th hole. Back out through the middle. And yes, that middle is getting a lot of action, guys. But it's going to be nice and sturdy. And then I'm going to go back in through the 2nd hole. Okay. All right, so we do have some string left over, but it's fine. And that's everything. So now all I'm going to do is tie my knots together. This is what my spine looks like. I am going to pull some of these and just make it a little bit tighter. And that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot. I probably could have left a little bit more overhang in that beginning, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that off. So I do have quite a bit of wax thread left over, but anyway, that's what that looks like. Now you're gonna take off your binder clips. And you've got your threaded journal. So that's what that looks like. And yeah, everything is going to be staying in place. And you've got all your flippy pages. All right, so that is the journal. Okay guys, so before I add this journal into the spine of my album, I kind of have to do the outside decorating because I need to decorate this spine especially. So I have all of my pieces. This is going to be my cover piece right here. So I'm going to put this one down, and they're all pretty much like exact size of my album. So we're also going to be trying something new, so bear with me guys, and I hope it works. But yeah, we'll see. It better work because this album is pretty much finished. Or almost. We're close. Okay, so I'm just going to reinforce this with some glue. I do have double-sided tape on here, and I did stitching on 3 sides. The last one, the back page, I did 4 sides by accident. I meant to do 3 sides because we're going to be trying to add like the spine layering piece on one of them. So yeah, we don't really need that 3rd thing of stitching. But yeah, you see how this is like pretty much even with my album. Okay, so that is my cover. Okay, let me do the back piece now. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing, and this is where I did stitching on one of the sides by accident, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the back right here. Try to align it as best as I can. So for my spine, I saw this one time in a video. I don't remember whose, but okay, basically I'm going to try to wrap the spine around, hopefully without any cracking. So I'm going to line this up like right here or so. I'm going to layer this down. And hopefully that's lined up. I feel like it's not. So we're gonna carefully, oh my God, it's peeling my page already. That's why we gotta be careful. Okay, maybe like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna burnish this down. Okay, and this is what you want to do apparently. You want to open this at like a 45-degree angle or something like that. And then you want to start sticking down your next piece. So I'm going to pull down this tape, and I'll pull down this next one. Okay, hopefully this works. So you're going to start wrapping this around. Supposedly when you close it later, it's gonna be all fine. I don't really know how that works, but that's supposedly how it's supposed to work. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the last 2 pieces. So, wow, okay. That actually worked pretty well. I don't see any cracking. Okay, and we wrapped my whole spine. Yeah, I don't see cracking. Now I'm just going in with my bone folder. I want to make sure that these stay in place. But yeah, and that's still supposed to open nicely. I see, I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Is it supposed to like bubble here? Probably, right? Maybe not. It's not really doing it on the front cover, but a little bit on the back. Actually, not really. So that's just where that spine was. But it looks really good. There's no cracking on my spine, so that's what that looks like. And it still opens up, and it looks fantastic. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love it. So, so, so cute. Totally forgot to add my closure before I did that, but yeah. Okay, well, there's that. I guess the other option is to do like an elastic closure, but anyway, next thing you're gonna do is just put in a couple of eyelets here. Okay, so I am going to measure this out. Let's measure from this side. You guys know I don't measure a whole lot, but sometimes you gotta measure. So this measures a little bit more than 1 1/4. So what's half of 1 1/4? Like 3/4. So I'm gonna put a line at a little mark at 3/4, and I'm gonna do the same thing up here. I'll mark at 3/4, and I'm gonna go how much in? We should go like 1/2 inch in, so actually that one's good. And this one is gonna go right here. Okay, so that hole moved a little. Okay, anyway, now I'm gonna punch some holes into here. So I'm gonna use my Crop-A-Dile and the 3/16 inch side, and I'm gonna punch a hole right where that dot is. All right, there's one. And then here's the other. Okay, I'm gonna set those eyelets. And I think we're gonna go from the outside. Make this side look pretty. Okay, there's one eyelet, and here's the next one. That looks so nice already. Okay, so the eyelets are set. Then you're just gonna take some elastic, so about 1 1/2, or let's go with 1 3/4. Let's just go with 2 inches, 2 lengths of the spine. Okay, and you're gonna put your string through the holes, and then you're just gonna tie a knot. So this is what's gonna hold your journal inside, and yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna put my journal through here. Fantabulous. I'm gonna tie that closed. Wow, okay, so that journal is gonna get held in with that closure. I think what I'm gonna do is add a closure for the whole entire thing though, and that looks cute right there with that seam binding hanging out from the journal. And then we still need some elements on the back here, and this you could take out obviously over time. But let me add another piece here. So if this whole thing measures 8 inches, middle is 4 inches, so I'm gonna put a little dot there. And we could add like an elastic closure, which actually I don't even know if it needs it. I'm gonna leave this for now. We might add that other elastic closure later. I got the little hole there if I need it, but we gotta do a little bit of decorating on the back now. But this looks so good so far. I love it. So pretty, guys. All right, guys, so moving on with our album, we are gonna be working on this back page right now. So I'm gonna grab some more 110-pound cardstock and I'm gonna cut this down. I'm not gonna do a gusset this time. I don't think we need it, and also because that journal is gonna be laying on it. So I'm gonna cut this down to 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. And I'm gonna score this at 1/2 inch on the 4 3/4 inch side. So this is gonna give us a page that measures 4 1/4. And if you guys remember, our back page is 5 inches, but I'm gonna do 4 1/4. Okay, so that's gonna go here. So before I go ahead and glue that down, I'm gonna cut another piece that measures 4 3/4. And let's see, I'm gonna cut this down to, let's do like 4 inches. I'm gonna cut 2 pieces. So it's 4 3/4 by 4 inches each piece. And I'm gonna score these on the 4 inch side at 3 1/2. So if this is my back, this is gonna go here. So it's gonna be a nice little flip out page. And then I want these to be like a pocket spot. I'm actually gonna cut those a little shorter, but before I do that, so actually, yeah, let's cut it a little shorter. So when it's folded, this should measure 3 1/2. I'm gonna cut them down to 3 inches. And I want to kind of like make like a little, I don't know, little cool spot. So I'm just gonna eyeball and cut a triangle. I'm gonna take that same triangle, I'm gonna flip it to the other side, just so that we have the even triangles cut out on each side. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for that bottom piece, but this time I'm gonna line up that other one, and now I'll cut off my triangles. That way they're all even. Okay, so this flips out here. These are gonna go here. Just like that. This one's gonna go here. And I'll have like a little string closure. Samir, does one look shorter than the other? No, they're even. Something like that, I'm thinking. And those could be little tuck spot kind of things. So I'm gonna find some patterned paper for these, and then I'll do like the eyelets and we'll do like a little tie closure. So let me go ahead and glue this piece down first, that flip out page. Let's see, I have this scrap. Ooh, that doesn't fit. So maybe we'll use this scrap on the bottom here. Oh, I like that. So I'm just gonna line this up at the bottom, leaving a little bit more of a border on the bottom. So when I go to cut this, I should have, when I go to place it down after, it's gonna give me an even border all around. So that's gonna be my bottom layer right here. That looks so cute. And let's find some paper for the top layer. I have this piece. Ooh, this one we could go sideways this way. Okay, so that gives me that piece now. Okay, so this is gonna go up here. This T part is gonna go down here. I don't know if I like the green in the background. Probably not. No. But I have this page. I have a couple of other pages still that I had printed. Let's go with this T one. I know we used it somewhere else before, but let's go with that. So I'm gonna cut this page down. So let me just cut off all the edges, the white edges first. Okay, so this layering matting piece, I'm cutting a little shorter than 7 3/4 and a little bit less than 5 inches. Okay, and this should fit my piece back here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm probably gonna cut out some more paper mats just to so I could go ahead and do all the stitching, and then I'll be back to do the closure with you guys. So I'm gonna need 2 more paper mats, obviously on the inside when you open this up. So I'm gonna pick out that paper also, and then we're gonna do the closures. I'll even cut this, so while I'm sewing, I'll just sew everything. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I did some stitching around all of these pieces, and I did some inking around this as well. I have my other pieces ready to go and be stuck down, but let's do this piece first. And so this is gonna have a little closure, and I don't really know what I'm doing with this, so bear with me. I have a couple of circles that I die cut out. I think I'm gonna stick them together to just make it a little sturdier. So stick 2 together, I guess, and because I'm using wet glue, should make it sturdier as well. Okay, so sticking those 2 together. So I got 2 circles now. I think I am supposed to line this up here, right? Something like that. And we're gonna punch a hole that's 3/16 of an inch. So we're gonna eyeball where the center is. Looks pretty good. And then eyeball the center of the circle. Looks good. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other one. Eyeball in that same spot approximately, and then same thing on this, so I'll just line these up. Perfect. Okay, so now we need the eyelets and the circles. So there's going to be a circle, circle, and an eyelet. something like that, but I need this to not get stuck down all the way. So I'm gonna wrap a string around this without completely wrapping it all the way around, I guess. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Don't really know how to do this. But I want to be able to fit my string underneath. So let's, maybe we'll just, I don't know. Maybe I do want it to wrap it right way all the way around, because maybe the eyelet could hold it in place. So we could try that. Okay, so I got that, and I'm gonna set this now. Okay, well, the string is definitely in place now. Just, see, this never works for me. How am I supposed to get my string around this now? I never know what I'm doing. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to put chipboard underneath. That's what people do, right? Okay, so that one we're gonna leave, I guess, because I can't do anything about that one now. But I do have some scrap chipboard. So let's cut a piece of chipboard. And let's try to cut it. Just gonna cut off the angles of the chipboard so that you can't see it from under the circle. Okay, so if I put that there, I don't know, guys, we're trying to figure it out. If I put that there, I'm gonna punch a hole through that chipboard also. Okay. So we got 2 holes. I'm gonna put my eyelet through the circle and the chipboard hole and through here. Wait, let's make my chipboard hole smaller because I still need my string to be able to go around it, right? Is this how people do this? Because I don't know. But we figure things out here. Okay. So okay, we could do that. And then we'll put this through here. And then we're gonna set this in place now. Oh, it's lifted up a little. Okay, hopefully this works. This is still attached to here, so I mean, that's great. At least that got stuck down, right? Oh my God, the string goes underneath it. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. I think one of you guys recommended that chipboard in one of my last videos or something like that, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down with my excessive amount of string, which I'm not gonna need that much, I don't think, but let's cut off a bunch just so I have it. And we're gonna glue this down with my exploding glue. So let's save that little bit. And we're gonna glue this. Okay, get rid of my chipboard. And this is gonna get stuck down to the top here. Make sure you're just not gonna go over that other creased like that other line right here. And make sure that's stuck down in place. And same thing with this one. Why does this glue keep exploding? You know what? We're gonna close you up so you can't explode anymore. Okay. So I'm gonna put this one down here. Try to line them up with one another so that they are looking at each other. Perfect. Okay, you guys ready? Ready for my closure? Oh my goodness. Look how smoothly that goes underneath. Ah! Yeah, we definitely don't need that much string. But that's so exciting. I'll just leave it like that. I mean, we used a lot of string, but oh my gosh, that's so fun. I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm gonna stick down these pieces. So this one was gonna go here. So we're gonna glue this guy down. Oh my goodness, so cute. And I just want to have like a bunch of like tuck kind of cut aparts in there. Oh my god, this is so fun. I love it. Okay, glad we got that to work. This was gonna go on the outside here, and then this was gonna go here. I think I wanted it this way. Can't remember. But yeah, we're gonna stick that down. And guys, as soon as I'm done sticking this down, I'm just gonna go off camera and finish decorating this off camera, so you guys could check out the full flip through on my channel. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna add in a couple of like tuck spots and things like that. So maybe I'll make a little library pocket with some scrappies and stick it on there. But the rest of this video I'll just decorate off camera, and there is a project share already on my channel, so if you guys want to see the full finished journal folio, definitely check that out, and I'll have a link in the description box down below so you guys could check it out. And if you guys missed part 1 of this video, you guys could also click the link in the description box down below to check it out. This is supposed to go this way, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. Lots of stitching in this journal on every single page, lots of inking, just lots of it all. So that's what that looks like. Then this opens up and it's gonna have a bunch of like cut aparts and stuff in here. I love it. So cute, guys. All right, so that was part 2. And then this flips back like that. I'm probably gonna go back and ink the edges of this journal a little bit too, but that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this process video and tutorial, and I'll see you guys in my next crafty video. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.